listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina.
Woo! Hello.
This is the podcast that takes a look at some of your favorite cult films.
We do.
Adds an alcoholic beverage.
That was me.
And shows someone who's not seen them.
Usually me.
And then we talk about it.
We do.
We do.
Except this week, because it's a cult meeting, we're going to talk about some other stuff. I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, and I'm joined by, as always,
Your Lady of Libations, Countess Stephanie von Frankenberry.
Someone's still drunk from last week.
I'm telling you, it's kind of hungover. Frankenberry.
Justina, your Jellicle Jester.
She who knows no movies.
Admiral.
At your service.
At ease.
All right.
Also, wouldn't it be Frankenberry?
Frankenberry.
From Frankenstein.
All right, number two.
Number two. That brings us to
number two. Who does number two work for? Who does number two work for?
He works for us.
Number two, our producer, Caleb.
Yep.
So it's been like a month and it's stuck. I'm proud of us.
I kind of like.
It's a good.
It's funny.
I thought it. I mean, I really at first I'm like, this is a joke for this episode, and it would go away, but it really hadn't. I like it.
everybody needs a right-hand man.
That's true.
Now you're our Hamilton.
Hey, there's nothing better than a good number two.
There's nothing better than a good number two.
you feel so much better.
There.
I do have a number two story.
Oh, please segue right into that.
Yeah, let's go. Well, hold on.
You can see him debating saying those words out loud.
Before we do that, we should do everything that we have to talk about first.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Good call trying to keep us in line, though.
All right. If you've listened to this podcast over the years, you will know that I have
number two issues.
An aversion
to
number two.
To number twos, and
especially Caleb.
I'm the guy who typically tries to contain that in his domicile, his home of residence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to.
It's your private toilet experience.
And the other occasions will be like if I have a hotel room by myself. That's the other kind of. That's like the two. Right.
I actually agree with that. Like I have a hard time outside of that.
Right. But occasionally, sometime the need arise
and you can't wait.
That you can't wait. Now, that being said, I have waited and done some dumb stuff in my life. Segue to this story. This was 2021. So last year. So I wasn't. How can I put this delicately? I wasn't. I was a little bit concerned about how often I was going to the restroom.
Okay.
So I took some things.
To
help speed this along.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for this to continue.
Now, this particular product said, "Hey, take me at night." A few hours later, when you wake up, the magic will happen, and you can go about your day.
I'm only laughing because I've had
right.
I know where you're going with this from personal experience.
So I take the product, went to bed, woke up.
May I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
Did the product have the word gentle on it?
Probably somewhere.
Okay.
That's what they all say.
Right. Morning comes, nothing happens. Okay, fine. We'll deal with it when it happens. So I go to work. Now, this particular day was right before we were doing a photo shoot with a bunch of RVs. And so we had a guy come in bringing in an RV to be photographed and videoed for what we were doing. And I was in charge of the RVs. So I had to talk to the guy, and as he showed me how everything operated on the RV. So this is about 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30, and I am having a conversation with him about how this RV works, and then suddenly my body says, "Remember that pill you took last night?"
We are gently reminding you that we are here.
We're good. We're good, buddy. We're good. Just let you know, things are happening.
It's on its way.
Things are bubbling.
The train has left the station.
Right.
Bubbling is a good word for that.
Right. The blockage you thought you had almost worked itself out. But that being said, you might want to find a place to dispose of this. And I'm like, I can't right now. I'm having a conversation with this fellow, who I then have to take home because he drove his RV. And so I can't stop the conversation and be like, "Excuse me, sir, can we take a few minutes? I have to go poo." I can't have that conversation.
Can you get off the RV so I can check out the toilet system, please?
I'm not having this conversation at all with this guy, and I'm thinking really hard about like my options. So I take the company van and drive him 30 minutes to where he lives. And
that's
it's bad when like your forehead
you start
sweating.
Your temples
It's the poo sweats.
right starts sweating, and I'm just like trying to have a conversation with this guy, but that's the last thing I want to do is talk because I may poop myself. I don't want to poop. If I'm going to poop myself, I don't want to poop myself
in front of somebody.
Right. First of all, I don't want to poop myself at all.
But if that were to happen,
in front of somebody.
Right. Got him safely to his house. And I am on my way back. And I'm now looking at options. Now, there are where I work has lots of bathrooms because it's a major company and has bathrooms, right? You have to have bathrooms for both employees and guests, and so we have lots of bathrooms. But some days you just know that you don't want human beings near you when what vile thing is about to happen.
Right.
So I'm like, because it's embarrassing and whatever, and I'm like, and I'm also again, I have issues.
Right.
So I'm already just super crazy on top of it, and anxiety's building up. Again, also poop sweats are happening.
Walking people like, you got the sweats. You okay?
And so I'm looking at options, and options are also looking at like, if I can get the van into the woods, maybe I can do something in the. I mean, like that's how bad I'm like trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
However, I get to the interstate, and I'm like, it's the point where it hurts, like. But it's like those gut pains are like in waves, so it's like I'm jabbing right in you,
right,
and then it goes away, and you're like, oh no, we're gonna
make
it.
It's like contractions,
right. So it's like it's gonna go away. All right, okay, cool. So I was in a it's gonna be fine. You're good moment. So I called my boss and said, yeah, I just dropped him off, which was a lie because that was 30 minutes earlier. And I said, yeah, I'm going to head on, but I'm going to stop for lunch beforehand, so I'll meet you with the van after. Oh, good, no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I drove that fucking van to my house, which was another 30 minutes away, and took care of business. And I was glad I took care of it in my own private because, man, what they don't tell you about those pills is like, they can get what I'd like to say violent.
How many of those pills did you take?
2. Just took 2.
Okay.
I just took 2. The doses from my weight size.
May I tell a story?
And well,
when you're done. Let me
finish. And it was like I thought I was going to fly off. It was that one of those situations.
That's how bad your blockage was.
Was like. So cut to this week. I get to work. And I have not taken any pills. Everything's working fine now, and I'm on my normal schedule, and everything's fine. But however, come on in, Ross. Everybody, have a seat. We're finishing up. Sorry, I didn't see the red light on.
You're okay.
You're fine.
We probably forgot to turn it on.
Just have a seat, make stuff on, and hear these disgusting stories. All right, so again, I feel a rumbling going on, and then I'm like, it's like 10 o'clock.
That was this week?
This week. I can wait. I can.
It's
wait.
like 10 o'clock, and you're like, I can wait till the
4
end of the day.
Yeah, 4 o'clock. Get here and get home 4:30. Be fine. I can do this.
Rumbling 6 hours later.
And so my stomach goes, oh, honey, no, we're not doing. No, you've got to find a location. And I'm like, well, do I want to take PTO?
Oh God, PTO for a poo.
Right. Do I just want to take half a day, or what do I want to do? What is it?
It's now poop time off.
Right. Yeah. What am I? What I've got to do? And I'm like, oh wait. There's one place where I can go and take care of this.
Okay.
Safely.
A room that has not been occupied.
Right. Something.
A private room.
A private room. And so I go there, and it's in the movie theater. And so it's before the movie. It's 10 o'clock, so the theater's not open till noon.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nobody there. And so it's a family bathroom. So there's only one stall and the door locks.
Fantastic.
And so
You found another poo spot.
So I go and take care of business, but I'm so nervous because I hear someone outside, and all I'm panicking about is someone shaking the door, and I have to go like occupado, and because I don't want anyone to know what the hell I'm doing, and I'm just like trying to relieve myself, but also freaking the fuck out.
Oh, bless your heart.
So that happened. And I will say that I got to the point of a comfortable amount had been disposed of, and then I was like, I probably could keep doing this,
but I'm going to zip it up.
But the noises and stuff paranoid me so much. I was like,
that's fair.
We'll take care of this at the end of the day. And so that's how I did. I got the guys like, isn't it?
You finding a bathroom? I'm so proud of you.
I did.
So good. I want to make a comment just on the medication used to help ease things along, because I recently, within the past couple of months, have taken some of that medication for the first time. I was in Disney, and on my birthday, we went out and ate, and I ate things I have not eaten in a long time.
Beef?
Carbs. Lots of carbs. So many carbs. And beef, because it was shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
But so many things, and desserts.
And
and
you
this
don't
and
do
that
beef
and the-
flour anymore.
And right. And so it was shepherd's pie, which is beef and lamb. And and it was a lot of stuff. I ate so much. And I got so bloated. I mean, like I looked pregnant. My stomach had distended.
Yeah,
and I'm freaking out. Because I'm like, if I'm still bloated tomorrow, I won't be able to fit into my clothes that I brought to, because I had just lost enough weight to fit into these shorts that I had been trying to lose weight for.
Right.
And so, not that I regret anything I ate, because it was amazing, but there was issues. So I'm like, okay, we're going to have to go to the Walgreens before we go back to our hotel and get a laxative. I'm just going to say it. And on the box, it says gentle laxative, take at night. Same thing that you said.
Lies!
Take at night and in the morning. So here's the thing. It said you can take up to 4 pills depending on your weight and blah, 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 blah. I didn't read the weight specific things. All I read is you can take up to 4 pills. How many pills does Stephanie take? I take 3 before I go to bed. I'm a lot smaller than you, Scotty.
Yep.
Let's just talk about that for a minute. Take them before I go to bed. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I am awakened from a dead sleep. It's happening now. It's happening now.
Alert!
At least you woke up.
Like now. Oh,
Yeah.
there was no way not to wake up. When he talking like
No, I've done it before. I know that.
so you know the labor pains that you
Yeah.
have. So I am having labor pains.
Pinch
like
it off.
legit labor pains.
Take it to the toilet.
I got the sweats, got the whole thing. So go to the bathroom. It was so bad, guys, and I'm short, and so I'm sitting on the toilet, and my feet don't touch the floor. And I'm there for so long that my legs start going numb. So I'm pulling towels off of all the racks, and I'm rolling them, and I'm trying to stack them on top of each other so I can stack my feet up on the towels so I can try to get the pressure off my legs. So I've got all the towels in the bathroom stacked up, and then I've got 2 towels rolled up that I'm hugging, and I'm sitting here with my feet up and up on the towels and I'm hugging. 37 minutes later.
In a row?
Yes, in a row.
Thank you. High five for that.
I am literally things that I probably
joke.
ate in kindergarten
Came out.
have now
Been
left my
processed.
body. I mean, it was so bad.
And after that, you just feel weak and tired.
it was
Dehydrated.
terrible.
Yeah.
So.
Did
after
your
all that's
pants
done-
fit?
Dude, I lost an entire extra size. go back. So I go to bed. This is how bad it was. And of course, you're in a hotel, a Disney hotel room. You've been in them before, so you know how it was the same setup as when we stayed. So of course, the things that were happening to me woke Jamie up.
Poor Jamie.
Okay, and this is with the door closed and the other door closed. And he woke up. So I climbed in the bed, and he knows I don't like to be touched when I'm sleeping. Before sleep is fine when I'm sleeping. So I roll back in the bed, and my poor husband kind of rolls over, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, Lord,
well, that's a good husband.
Never, ever again will I take said medication.
But you felt better.
Oh, yeah. I felt like $1 million the next day was not worth it. It was awful. Awful.
All right.
You can find us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/Cult Movie Cantina. You can see our smiling faces on YouTube at youtube.com/Mopcast Network. You can follow us on TikTok at Mopcast. You can listen to us on any podcast app, and please rate and subscribe, especially after those stories.
Yeah.
We're great. This is a short one. We just look. It's no mystery that we record these two back to back. We just recorded a very long Clerks one, and I'm tired and hungry, and I know you guys are too. So we're just going real quick. Anything crazy going on? Does anybody want to talk about?
My life is pretty much the same at the moment. I'm kicking butt and doing theater.
Yeah.
Pretty
normal.
I saw two good movies.
Yep.
I recommend Bullet Train with Brad Pitt.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
I want to see that.
Saw it last night. It's yesterday. It's crazy fun. A lot of interesting characters. A lot of good action.
Yep.
A lot of cool close combat fighting on a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I recommended the book it's based on to Justina.
It's a book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I saw Prey, which is the new Predator movie.
I want to see that so
and
bad.
it's on Hulu, and it's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw I, Tonya.
how'd you like I, Tonya?
It was good. I enjoyed it. It broke my heart for her a little bit, like with her upbringing and everything. But I feel like I know the person that played her mom. I can't think of her name. Not that it's shocking.
Isn't she in Mom?
Yes.
Yes, I love her.
Yes. She did so well.
The acting was really good.
Yeah, like everybody acted in that really well, and none of it felt off. But it was such a sad story.
It's a sad story, and you do kind of feel sorry for her because the way she was treated, because she was poor white trash, and
she was abused
in a
multiple
world
ways.
where that wasn't necessarily accepted with the ice skating. She was talented, but man, it doesn't excuse what she did.
Yeah.
No, I mean nothing excuses what she did, but it
Allegedly.
It just puts into perspective.
But it just like it makes you realize like all of these things that contribute to making
Right.
a person is more or less the thing. And it's also really messed up when you like have those moments of, oh no, you skate great, you just don't look the way we want you to look. And it's not always about physically, like it's not even about her size or anything. It's just you look poor. We don't want a poor person. You need to be wearing furs. You need to, like, the presentation has to be different. And she went so far as to make her own costumes, and it was like, your costume isn't good enough. And it's just sad that influenced so much of it, because you do have to spend so much time, energy, and money into learning the skill of what is happening.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then to also be like, now spend that much on everything else just to look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an interesting movie. So I thought it was really good.
USA Olympics is mostly for people with means, because the dedication you have to do to it.
The training.
The training.
Yeah,
is
there's
so
a lot
expensive.
of yeah.
Especially in the
it is
gymnastics
rich
and
kids.
dancing
Yeah.
and the ice skating stuff. It's
It's
a
rich
lot of-
kids. That's
yeah.
who can afford that.
yeah, who can afford to
Well,
do
that's
it?
like the point she made too. Is like I've spent everything. I've spent my whole life, all my money
Yeah, 'cause you
into
gotta
my training, and
you
I'm
gotta
a
start
good
so young.
dancer.
Well, you look at
And they're like, it's not good enough. You need a good family background too, and that's the other part of it too. Is like my family was like, we weren't white trash, but they weren't there. So, and that came up one time, like it's in high school. I was going to be the captain of the color guard, and they picked somebody else, and it came down to like, well, her mom can be a band mom. And so it was like, we need the band mom, and my parents weren't involved. So
Yeah.
Like, it really does. It's unfortunate that that's something that's looked at because you can't control that.
Yeah.
No, it's true. It's like, the big thing around here is going out for Azalea Trail. And at one time I thought I wanted to do that because, I was in all AP classes and I thought that'd look good for scholarships and whatnot. And, my mom, basically explained to me, is like, if I made Azalea Trail, we had no money to buy my dress. Or have the dress made. I mean, we couldn't. We literally, because those are thousands upon thousands of dollars for that, and it's like, so I didn't.
Yeah.
But no, it's unfortunate the way that it's set up.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie.
And then
I liked it.
Yeah.
I like Margot Robbie, so
yeah.
I want to watch another movie tonight when I get
then
home, but I haven't decided what yet.
I watched Disney Plus dropped Lightyear, so
Yeah.
I watched Lightyear.
I want to watch that too, but I gotta wait till I get the kids back, so I want to watch it with the kids.
It's a good film.
Is it?
It's a fun movie. It's not
I
exactly.
don't know if you're the audience.
Yeah,
for
you're
it.
not exactly the
Probably
audience.
not, because I looked at
Watch
it. and
Prey
I'm like,
instead.
But
man.
it's a fun action film.
I gotta wait for
that's-
Jamie. He's
Yeah.
refereeing soccer tonight, so that's why we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Because our schedules are
But
wonky at the moment.
Lightyear's a fun action film that's definitely aimed for a younger audience, but I enjoyed it still. It does what Pixar does best. They didn't really, they didn't do anything fantastically new, but they
I
didn't
know there's
mess
some
it up.
controversy about it, wasn't there?
It's because there's a
There's
same-sex
lesbians.
couple.
oh,
yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing was
That's so
that
naughty.
people don't understand
Who does
why
that?
Tim
yeah,
Allen,
who does that?
Tim Allen isn't the voice of
That's
Buzz
the other thing.
Lightyear when he was the voice of the toy, and they're like, it's not based on the toy, it's based on the character that the toy is based on. It's all
Like, there's a whole bunch
Yeah.
of Buzz
and
Lightyears.
then, Tim Allen leans right, and they're like, it's because he's a right wing guy, and the Disney let to it's become a thing, and
It's like, no, they just wanted an action guy to play an action
Action
character.
character.
So
Yeah.
who plays the voice?
It's Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, I saw him. What movie did I see the other night where he was a bad guy?
the Gray Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, the Gray Man. That
yeah,
was
I heard
really good.
I heard good things about that.
The Gray Man was great.
Yeah, it was good.
It's very rare that he gets to be a
And
bad
he
guy,
was-
so I like when he
was
is
really
one.
bad.
I
I
gotta
really
watch
like that one.
Sandman.
I gotta
I
watch
want to see
Sandman.
that too.
It's on Netflix.
I know it's a series. It's out now. I gotta.
It came out Friday. Haven't seen it.
When does Interview the Vampire come out?
October?
Yeah, and
What
then
was the Sandman about?
It's a based on a comic.
It's very.
Well, I knew there was a comic. I didn't know if they were connected.
It's based on that.
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Josh was big into
Gaiman.
those. I had gotten
Still
all
is.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
All
Sandman's
those
good.
leather-bound
His
ones.
birthday's tomorrow. I
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
see him.
do
And
it
then-
smoothly.
And
He hates
then
his
the new. And then
I've celebrated his birthday since he was 14.
His birthday's tomorrow?
Yeah.
He genuinely hates his birthday to the point where, like, no lie, he would get upset with the kids for telling him happy birthday. Like, he genuinely hates his birthday. He doesn't want a big thing. He doesn't want anybody to talk about it. He doesn't want the day off of work. It's just a normal day. So meet the teachers tomorrow, and I was like, hey, I can come get the kids in the morning, but I didn't want to take them if you were going to be off for your normal Super Monday of no reason. Like, if you just happen to have the day off, because some workplaces give you your birthday off. I don't know. And he was like, no, I'll be at work. And I was like, all right, well, I'll get him.
He is.
So I'm going to take him cake or something when I drop him off.
Oh, that's sweet. I've got some.
I'll do something for them.
I got some. I have some gifts for him that I have to give him, but
yeah, I mean,
may have to wait till the weekend, which is fine because he doesn't. Again,
he doesn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a big birthday guy. On the flip side, I'm a big birthday guy.
Yeah, you are.
And
Yours is coming up.
My 45th is coming up in a couple weeks.
What are we doing?
I don't know yet. Probably end up at Poindexter's new karaoke. It's kind of what we always do.
Works for me.
I'm simple. I just like to hang out with my friends and.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what a birthday's about. Just hanging out with the person that
did.
So that's what I like doing. All right, next week our movie is Clerks Dose.
I'm excited.
And
Dante's gonna go places. He's gonna make it.
He sure is.
He's gonna make it.
And then so that's what we're gonna watch. So I'm excited to see that. Sorry, this was a short one because we recorded a long one last, so we kind of made up for it. So.
I'm sorry
That's
this
right.
episode was so shitty.
This is such a shitty episode.
I still feel uncomfortable. All right. This is Scotty saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours.
Bye.
Bye.